Hello and welcome to episode 35 of Series 3 of Become a Legend Story Mode. Is this the most exciting episode of the series so far? It could well be. Those of you who watched the last episode will know that EGY's career is finally balanced between two very exciting and potentially equally interesting paths. You can stay at PSV, they're top of the league, he is the top scorer in the area division, although it's been a bit of a mixed season really, hasn't it, at PSV? Could they drop off? Yes, I think they could. There's still a long way to go. Or does he go to Inter Milan? Yes, as we know in the last episode, he did have a bid. Spalletti is interested now in taking on the services of the young Indonesian. They weren't interested in the summer. Chelsea weren't interested. Everton were interested. Jermaine Greer there was interested in bringing him on. Couldn't offer as much as Inter Milan, and they couldn't offer us a 2-year contract. The Inter Milan deal is definitely the interesting one. And well, as we do with all big decisions like this, we had to put it out to the Patreon vote. And what a vote it was. Very, very tight. I'm going to take you through the results right now. So, starting off, 21% of the votes said we should go to Everton. I liked the idea. It's a really interesting squad, but we've been there before with Gabby. And also, we've been in the Premier League a lot. Serie A certainly excites me a lot more, and we've never played in that league in any Master League or Become a Legend series on this channel, so yeah. Out of the three options, staying at PSV, going to Everton, going to Inter, that was probably my least favourite, and well, 21% of the patrons, that was their favourite. So, that leaves just the two options. Stay at PSV, we're top of the league. We are the top scorer. It's within our grasp. We missed so close, we were so close last season. This season it could be ours. That's one option. The other option is move to Inter Milan, who are absolutely storming Serie A this season. There's so many great reasons to move there, so many connections. What was the choice? Well, I can reveal that with only 7% of the vote, PSV will not be the club we stay at next season. It is going to be Inter Milan. Yes, it is. Spalletti will invite us into this dominant side just to reinforce the dominance and perhaps planning ahead for a Champions League run next season. He knows he needs real quality in those two attacking midfield positions. So, we're going to do it. Oh, it's very, very exciting times here for EGY Milanovic. He has lit up the area division, he lit up the Belgian league, and now, can he do the same in Serie A? Well, I'm very excited to see if he can. Let's do it. Pull the trigger. Thank you, Dusan Bogdanovic, by the way, EGY's agent. He's done a great job here. He's got us a 3.1 2-year contract. It's decent. Very decent for the 20-year-old. Let's do it. Boom. Oh, we've done it. It's happening. It's going to be sad to say goodbye to these players. We've had a decent time at PSV. But it sometimes felt like EGY is the only thing between PSV finishing mid-table and maybe challenging for the league. And we can't go on like that. Remember we got injured last season. We lost those Champions League games after EGY dominated PSG. Yeah, we can't have that happen. Hopefully, Inter will be a much more solid, much more stable team to go to. Right, wow. A new era begins. And yes, we're sure. Thank you. So here he is, a new chapter in EGY Milanovic's career. Oh, that's a lovely suit. And is that, it's not really the right colour tie, isn't it? But he looks very, very smart. A proper press conference from this time. It's not just EGY in the changing rooms alone, trying to think about how he might be able to influence this side. He's now a big, big player. One of the, no, I'm going to go as far as to say the most exciting young player in world football, top scorer in the area division, and a big side has swooped in. And yeah, they're very happy to have us. It's going to be interesting to see how many starts we get early doors for Inter. And we're going to be plunged straight into a very, very difficult game as we go up against Udinese away. Let's just go and take a look at the where we are, shall we? Let's just remind ourselves. So we are still in the Champions League. We've got a knockout game against Real Madrid. Will we play in that? I don't know. Generally takes you a while to play away into the team, but you do often get 3 or 4 starting chances right at the beginning of a new move. Serie A, well, this is lovely reading. Look at that. A 14-point lead above Lazio. 18 points ahead of Milan rivals, AC Milan. I mean, we're going to have to try really, really hard to mess this up at this point. We've only conceded 9 goals this season. it's going to be a really good test to see whether the conspiracy theory that whatever team you go on and become a legend just forgets how to defend, it really is. I mean, if that is true, then we're going to see it happen now. 9 goals conceded in 24 games. Surely that can't stop just because EGY slots into those attacking midfield positions. Coppa Italia, are we still in that? We are not in the Coppa Italia. We actually got knocked out by Udinese. They are 9th, so they're not really a big challenger in the league. Let's take a look at the goal rankings. Icardi, he's going to be our centre forward, isn't he? And Lautaro Martinez, very exciting, young Argentinian. They're both on 9 goals. Balde, who I think will be playing to the right of EGY, and Perisic on the left. They've both contributed a fair amount of goals this season, 8 and 7 goals respectively. Who's been setting them up though? Well, it has been Brozovic. Interesting, from that central midfield position, while Mario, one of our competitors for that attacking midfield spot, and then Nainggolan. Well, we've got to talk about Nainggolan. Actually, we'll go and look at the side first before we talk about him. So, where will EGY fit into this? There he is. He's 78 rated now, so I mean, he's higher rated than Asamoah. I don't think he's going to be playing there. While Mario, there's not much in it, is there really? We're coming into a very successful team that I think we've got a decent argument for starting in. Collins, that's a strange bit of recruitment there. Perisic and Balde on either side though, that is brutal. No wonder we're top of the league. Ranocchia, not the best, but they do have 2 excellent centre-backs either side of him here. And then Handanovic in goal. I mean, it's a great side. On the bench, Brozovic obviously contributed a lot of assists this season. It's not a deep bench. Obviously, Icardi, I think, will start normally. But yeah, Nainggolan. I mean, there's the Indonesian link in that he has an Indonesian parent. But another link that I didn't even know that actually he was born and brought up in Antwerp. EGY knows Antwerp very well, as we know from the time at Waasland Beveren. He actually had a flat in Antwerp. So they'll instantly have stuff to talk about. They'll be able to discuss their favourite Indonesian restaurants. No doubt they have been to the same restaurant, so they're going to be good friends, and that's going to be a great bit of support in this side because he's going into a team full of seasoned pros. Perisic, Icardi. You know, at PSV, there are a lot of good young players, obviously some good older players as well, but this is a really top team performing at the highest level. EGY is full of confidence, he's got to be. But even then, coming into this team, having Nainggolan as a mate is certainly going to be good for him. So let's continue forward in time and see whether Spalletti is going to be giving us a start in our first game. We're not in the squad. Oh, we're injured. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Shit. How did I miss that? Yeah, I forgot. So how long are we out for? Not that long. 1 week. Okay, so we can see how this first game goes against Udinese. This will be an interesting test. Will the AI manage to win against an Udinese with... hang on. Passetto on the bench, yes. Oh, Passetto, such a shame he's not playing. Such a shame we don't get to play against him. The man, the myth, the legend. So let's see how we get on with this one then. We are away from home, potentially tricky. They knocked us out of the cup. 1-0 win. Lovely stuff. Keep grinding. Keep grinding. And the dominance in the league continues. Brilliant stuff. But there he is, the first time we've seen him in the famous blue and black, the Nerazzurri. Can't wait to see him at the San Siro as well. It's going to be quite an experience for him. That kit looks lovely on him. Oh, he's 21 years old now. Of course, he's a little bit older. Low pass about to increase. He is turning into quite a special player. 40% manager trust level to start off with. I can't even remember whether that's high or not. But we need to improve that straight away, especially with the games that we get given. I don't know actually how this injury will affect that. Will we still get those 2 or 3 sort of gimmies at the beginning of the season? Well, we're still injured, so we're going to miss, actually, we could miss 3 games here. Let's find out how we get on in this one. Ooh, a 1-0 away at Chievo. That's a little bit of a stutter there, a minor stutter. We'll be ready now for the Parma game. I don't know if we will. Oh, hang on. Hang on, we're still in the cup. Oh, I've got that wrong then. What was I? I thought we'd been knocked out. No, we've still got the 2 legs against Udinese. Played 3 days apart as well. I love that. That is a great idea. That's going to be brutal. And then we've got Frosinone and then Real Madrid. Well, I think we might be in the squad for those games. And if those are the gimme games that we get at the start of his Inter career, then that would be great. Home to Parma. Well, we'll see how we get on in this one. 2-0 win. Better. Much better. The commanding lead is restored. We have conceded a goal though in the last couple of games. That is a shame. It's up to 10 goals conceded now. So this should be us over the injury now. We start. Yep, we're fully recovered and we start against Udinese. What a start to the season this will be. And for our first match for Inter Milan, we are partnering the new bro, Brozif. Nainggolan. 33 years old. I love that. I'm 33 years old. That could be me. With a few more tattoos and a slightly better hairdo. But he can still get about, can't he? That's what's actually quite good about him. He's still strong, still got great balance. He's not any quicker than he ever was, but he can still get about. Great passer, really good passer. Can score a goal. I mean, he's a very good all-round player, despite his age. Still 77 rating. I think he's probably better as a central midfielder. But then we've got a very strong four behind us. Balde, Perisic both start. We're on a downward arrow. That's not ideal for our first game, but we've played well on them before. We can do it. And then we've got Icardi up front. Absolutely deadly striker. We get the ball to him at his feet or on his head. 89 header as well. He's going to score us some goals. He's not blisteringly quick. Look at that. 90 jump, 89 header. Heading as a player skill as well. Long range drive, first time shot. He's not a huge centre forward, but he's got all the tools needed and he captains the side today. It's going to be Ranocchia at the back again. He's 33. Oh, he's in decline, isn't he? I thought he was a bit younger than that for some reason. De Vries and Caldara make up a very strong back three. It's going to be interesting to see how much tracking back Balde and Perisic are asked to do. Perisic, a man with the longest face in football. And then Brozovic in the middle. He's got to be a good passer. Yeah, he's a good passer. The assist king this season. And Juan Mario, another great player. Actually, there's a lot of ageing players in this side. EGY, an injection of youth into a very successful team. Hopefully he can get off to a flying start. Against an Udinese side with a lot of quality. Again, it's Passetto we go up against. Again, Passetto on the bench. So gutted we're not going to get to play against him. That would have been an absolute honour. We beat him in the league. Can we beat him now in 4 days over 2 legs of this cup game? Let's get into it. So here we are at the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium. Did I say that right? Let's call it the San Siro. And what an incredible atmosphere this will be. It's been a dream season. I can't think anyone would have thought they'd be ahead this far at this point in the season. Now with a new signing in at attacking midfield, what can they do in this cup game? EGY's debut. Let's get into it. Slow start to this game, 13 minutes in, and Inter Milan have the first corner of the game. EGY not known for scoring with his head, but it's going to be whipped in. Nowhere near him. It's going to fall now out to Balde. EGY wants it wide. Remember, he's on a red arrow today. Oh, you've stolen that off me there, and I'm on your team. Okay. A little bit of unrest, maybe. Not so excited about the new star in the side, and this is dangerous here. But Ranocchia makes up the ground well. Oh, EGY nicks it off. Oof. EGY nearly steals it from Fofana. But Fofana gets away and finds D'Alessandro. Ranocchia with him. No chances yet created in this game, but Masuaka finds Fofana. Danger here. Vizu away from his man. Handovich, incredible save. And Nainggolan can play it into touch here at the San Siro. First opportunity of the game falls to the visitors. High ball looking for Icardi. We know he's good with his head. Finds EGY well there, and EGY puts a nice looking ball there. Out to Perisic. I think that's Perisic. He'll put a ball in. Icardi with a header. Oh, it's off the bar. Oh, so nearly Inter Milan's first goal there. D'Alessandro, great touch. You can keep possession here. That's really well played. And now Vizu. Out to Barak. De Paul, lovely turn away. This is a high quality game, this one. The quality of the league is evident here, but we get it away. D'Alessandro, edge of the box. He's looked excellent so far. Somehow finds the ball through to Vizu. What a tackle. Oh, no, no, no. Oof. Jesus Christ. Well, we got away with that there. And now Perisic can bring it forward down this left-hand side. The Croatian bombs forward. EGY's given him an option. On a red arrow today, loses possession. No. He's going to really struggle on a red arrow against these players. It's unlucky. Luckily, we get the ball back. Last chance of the game here, maybe for Udinese, as D'Alessandro is through in the box. Another huge tackle. Some great defending on show. You can see why we've not conceded any goals. But I have to say the red arrow for EGY is really a death sentence in this first game. It's such a shame. Really hard to keep the ball, really hard to control the ball. Passing just not on point. That's what you expect with a downward arrow. We were going to start because we're a new player. You always get a start. But actually, Probably rather be on the bench for this. We're not going to do our chances. We're not going to do our manager approval rating any good if we keep playing as we are. I don't really know what the answer is. I think maybe just try and play it simple. Try and rack up more passes made than passes missed. We've already missed a few. We've already been dispossessed a lot. We're going to have to maybe find a goal to rescue this one. And that's outside of even having to win this game. We're at home, first leg of the cup. Would be great to get a goal in this second half. Eggy into Brozovic. Icardi, lovely turn. Nainggolan. Oh, he can push it wide. Can Perisic get to this? He finds Eggy. No, shit! Shit! Eggy. Can we see him run for the first time here? He just doesn't have the strength to get away on the red arrow. We normally get away with that. Just couldn't retain possession. Don't know if he can get a 3.5, but we could well be in for one now. Surely Vizu this time. No, they've had a huge amount of chances, Udinese. And Eggy is substituted. He has run his heart out today. He's really looked to try and make an impression. But the red arrow, I mean, one of the other disadvantages is really messes with your fatigue. And 64 minutes in, well, we're fresh back off an injury. We weren't able to influence the game. And wow, Handovic with a huge save there. But Eggy with a very, very disappointing debut here at the San Siro. I hope the fans will give us a little bit more time. We definitely need it. That was not the way you want to introduce yourself. Oh, wow. Well, there it is. The Udinese goal. And it took a moment of magic from Balic. We've defended incredibly well so far in this game. We've looked awful. I've got to say the defending has been good, but not quite enough. Udinese have been all over us. And we concede only the 11th. Well, I don't know how many goals they've conceded in the Cups. But yeah, they've only conceded 10 in the league. And it's another one here on Eggy's debut. And it will be a debut to forget for the young Indonesian. Can we find a goal just to level things up in this cup game? So there we are, an absolute nightmare debut for Eggy Milanovic. Fresh back off an injury, in on a red form arrow. Obviously very nervous, playing at the San Siro for the first time. Not played any competitive football in over a month. Plunged straight into a really, really tight cup game against a very strong Udinese side. And it's gone about as badly as we could have ever expected it to. Spalletti will not be impressed. It's a 5 for Eggy. I was thinking it might be a 4.5. That's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I don't want to look at these stats. Okay, we've actually made 11 of our 12 passes. That's not too bad. Not a single shot. I mean, barely over the halfway line. It's not good. It's not good. And now we're at a disadvantage for the second leg, which is not far away. Eggy ran himself into the ground, just trying to get involved, but the red arrow meant he got tired so quickly. We can come back from this, though. We can. So a 5, not the way we wanted to start our time at Inter. And I've just remembered I forgot to look at the player numbers. So Eggy is number 7 now. Just get used to it. I know you're going to be annoyed. I know a lot of you will be annoyed. You're just going to have to deal with it. I didn't even notice there. Are we starting this one? We are starting. This time alongside Juan Mario. And at least now we're not on a red arrow. We'll take the orange. We'll definitely take that. Perisic drops out today for Asamoah, who looks to be in his late 60s now. That is a face that has seen some harsh weather here in Milan. Balde on a downward arrow. He looks tired. Lot of tired legs here. It's a lot, isn't it, really, to ask you to play 2 cup games in 4 days. So we spoke about the Nainggolan connection at Inter Milan, but the other big connection as well is Eric Thor here, who is the owner of International Sports Capital. They own a 31% share in Inter Milan. And he is from Jakarta, Indonesia. So there's another connection there. There aren't many Indonesian connections in world football, as we discussed in the very first episode of this series. But there are a couple of good ones at Inter. He's going to want to do him proud. Let's play a bit better in this one, shall we, Eggy? Oh, Mario into Eggy. Lovely ball to find Brozovic. Into Icardi, the back heel into Brozovic! And it is high into the San Siro. Zede. What's it? I don't know, Italian for Z? I don't know, but it was high. That's what we do know. Danovic, high ball, looking for Icardi. He's going to be winning headers for us, there's no doubt about that. Eggy finds Balde. Back into Eggy. Nice close control here, lovely back heel. Just couldn't get the pass off. Could still have a chance here. Eggy to open his account for Inter Milan, and there it is. There it is. Eggy celebrates in front of the away Inter Milan fans. And Udinese shocked. He gets his first goal in Italian football in the cup, and it's a vital one to get us back into this tie. And yeah, the build-up was a bit messy. Eggy just missed the crucial pass here, but it bounced off a Udinese player. And Icardi with a very cultured ball into Eggy, who does not mess that one up. Great finish. Corner here, Eggy's looking for the short one. It's played into him. It's back to, not sure who that is, but edge of the box. Asamoah will hit one. I think it's Asamoah. He puts it just wide. It's well worked. Pizzetto now. Surely he can't do anything good. Lasagna into D'Alessandro. Oh, shit. That is going to be a crucial goal. Udinese. Oh, it's not a good bit of build-up there. Icardi looking for Eggy. Couldn't find him. And it is Pizzetto who starts the move. Finds the ball into Lasagna. Easy cut across to D'Alessandro. And we're behind again here. Oh, Pizzetto again with some great work. The cross into Lasagna's a great one. His shot is not far wide. Pizzetto is really becoming the danger man for Udinese. And that is half-time here in the Coppa Italia. Eggy's first half goal was nullified by D'Alessandro's goal. But we are still only one away goal from being ahead here. We just need to get the second goal. We've not been great, but neither side has looked particularly confident here. It's still all there for the taking. Eggy tired again, though. Really looking tired. We need some good form. It's going to help with our stamina, but today we just need to try and be smart with it. Right, let's do this. Oh, shit. And that's it. Game over here, surely. Basically the Italian equivalent of someone called Giuseppe Sausage and Mash or Giuseppe Fish and Chips. It's essentially Kevin Lasagna. One of the best names in history, I'd say, not even in world football. It's all too simple here. D'Alessandro into the box, low ball in, and we've been caught out badly there. Eggy can put a ball in here. Looking for Perisic, difficult header for the Croatian. That could be our last chance of getting back into this. It is our last chance. Really unfortunate game here for Eggy's second game. He got a goal. It wasn't going to be enough. Udinese have been clinical with their finishing today. With only 2 minutes left of extra time here, away from home, it doesn't look like we're going to get anything. And that is full time. It's not the best start to Eggy's time. I think we knew it would be difficult to start off with. The poor form has really not helped. Obviously, we got our goal, which really helps us. Only a 6.5 though with the goal. Icardi with a better rating. At least we're improving the ratings. I don't think it's going to be enough to start the next game. It's going to be interesting. But we're out of the cup. In the quarters as well. That's a real shame. It's one of the cups done. We're still at 40% manager trust level. That's not good. We played 2 games, not improved a single percentage of trust. It's very unlikely we start the next game against Frosinone unless we're just at the end of our honeymoon period now. We do start. Unless we play really well in this one, it's hard to imagine that we'll be playing again. Oh no, it's not Real Madrid next. Oh, it is Real Madrid next. Frosinone, then Real, then Sassuolo. So it's yeah, it's going to be an interesting next episode. Unfortunately, this is all we've got time for today. But join me for the next stage in Eggy's Inter story. It did not start well. I think we can agree on that. We've still got a fair way to go this season. Some important games as we look to try and win the Scudetto for the first time in a very long time for Inter Milan. Plenty of games left. Can we do it? Join me in the next episode. I'll see you in a bit.